So it's good to see you guys after Ohio. What do you think about this week since it's Thanksgiving to cut down on the time I spend editing? We do Dishing with the Duff Couple Raw.
Unedited, unreal.
Unhinged.
Yes,
like it
unedited.
raw.
So you need to be on
Hey.
good behavior. Think you can do
It
it?
sure-
Think
No
you can
promises.
behave?
I think so. And
Mhm.
unlike your turkeys, which should not be raw.
Hey, it's your pal, the Dancing Housewife, and welcome back to the Dancing Housewife Podcast, where we break down the sparkle, the strategy, and the straight-up shenanigans of ballroom dance.
Carolyn, Cline.
And I'm Ross Hill, and it was the finale! Can you believe we made it all the way to the end
Yeah.
of the season?
Went by too fast.
It kind of did, but then as I was watching the opener, especially when they rebrought the first 3 eliminated couples, I was like, I couldn't even remember. So maybe it was a longer season than we thought.
Did you notice Julianne and Alfonso when they joined, and we always love watching them dance, they messed up?
I know.
I don't know which one messed up, but
Probably
I know. I
Julianne.
watched it 3 times.
Oh.
I think that drapery, it was
Her dress.
it was Julianne. She couldn't turn because that thing was so heavy. It was like
That
dragging her
dress
back.
was not meant
Yeah,
to be danced
they
in.
did not do a dress for her.
No, but
yeah.
she looked gorgeous.
I
Yeah,
thought it was pretty.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
it was a good one, but not danceable. So
Yeah.
don't make her turn. So she had a little fumble, but all the pros looked really good.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was fun to
opener.
see everybody again.
Yeah. It was nice when they bring everyone out. So fun, exciting little start to a finale.
It also reminded me that Lauren was eliminated so early. She could have been on so much longer. I would have loved to see more dancing out of her.
Was it rude they put her in the same dress that she got eliminated in?
Well, I think it was for the color scheme, and I do think that was a little rude. I didn't actually look at everybody else. Were they also in their last eliminated costumes?
Couldn't
But
tell you.
definitely
That
noticed
vibrant
that.
yellow stuck
It was
out.
something about that color, though, for some of their later dances and group numbers. It worked, but yeah, that was kind of rude.
Anyway, rude producers.
Yeah.
Shall we dish?
Let's go. We have so much to get through.
So
I
much
don't know how we're
content.
going to do it in time.
For those who didn't have the privilege of watching it, we had a 3-hour
Woo!
finale.
It was
Okay?
a long one.
3
It was a late
hours.
night.
So we're
the
going to get into it.
The first round of dancing, because they did 3 rounds, was judge's choice. So first up, we had Alex and Val, and they were given a samba. What did you think?
I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I thought she would actually do a little bit better given the package. Didn't see any samba bounce that Carolyn was talking about.
Really wanted to see that samba bounce. It was
No.
very entertaining.
Yeah.
But also, I had really high expectations for her because I've seen so much growth. But they didn't even have a basic whisk in there where you really get to see that bounce and technique. But her fringe pants were really fun. And again,
Always.
it was a very entertaining performance, but I wanted to see a little bit more of that, like, wow, you've really made it here. You know the samba technique. And the judges did not agree with us.
They did
They
not.
got straight 10s, and that told me how the rest of the night was going to go. So moving on, we had Dylan and Daniela, and they did I wrote it down as a passo D.
Oh,
Oh.
a passo, not a passo D. I actually really liked their beginning. He started with
floor
those slow
spins.
floor spins and
Yeah.
everything. Looked good. And then he stood up and just the passo posture, his frame, everything wasn't fully there. So then I just tried to watch Daniela.
Yeah.
They were smart to have him do the whole thing shirtless.
She's been working towards that all the
yeah.
time. And you could tell he's been working out and working directly
Yeah.
for that.
So, there was a slight stumble in 1.2,
Oh,
so
yeah,
a little
one
off
of his
balance.
spins.
Judges gave a 9, 9, and a 10. So basically, for every visible ab, he got a point. 28 abs got a point.
Next up, Elaine and Alan did a rumba. It was
Beautiful.
So mature. I saw way more settling in the hips. She was so graceful. And per usual, her spins were always great. And her pointed toes and legs looked unreal.
She
Like, I hope I look
tried
half as
so
good at her
hard,
age.
yeah. Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about it was they had this beautiful dip where she's leaning into him and he goes down. And then the music had a slight kind of fade away. And then it had a quick surge of 5 seconds. And they did another really awkward dip. So it was like,
Could have done without
beautiful.
that. I just blocked that out.
Just kidding.
They got straight 10s.
That was a straight 10 performance.
Yeah.
So
Up next, Robert and Whitney danced a quick step. I am so glad that they gave Derek as the judge to give him technique help because
or was it because Bendy was his partner?
oh, cute. Cute little nod.
Cute or a little we're gonna manipulate the
Really.
situation anyway.
But I really feel like he needed that strong lead to actually give him technique and help him level up to next. But I hated the hair dip at the end that's going to be viral. I hated it. And it didn't even look comfortable. And then I wrote a weird note because Carrie Ann was so cringe in her feedback here. And at some point she tried to backtrack and fix it by saying, I don't want to give the trophy to anybody that doesn't deserve it. What a wildly weird thing to say.
Yeah.
What is going on in your head that you had to say that?
I'm going to interrupt you because I do have something. I don't think she said, I don't want to give the trophy to anyone who deserves it. She said, I don't want to give a 10 to anyone who doesn't deserve it. Because
so I just misheard it?
Yeah, because I went back and I thought she said that too. I watched it on DVR today because I didn't watch it last night. And I went back and so had the benefit of listening because I thought, that's so weird. Why would she say that? Obviously, we're not going to give the trophy to someone who doesn't deserve it. But
Correct.
She said 10. And I kind of agree with her a little bit. I think that he did not look as good in this dance as he has in the past. To me, what it looked like is there were certain times when he planted and he stepped where he seized up and it interrupted the flow of the dance. And, you know, he had that pull in his ribs. And so I think he was really hurting. So
an injury.
I don't know.
They
Anyway,
really focused on that. They could have done it once and been done with it.
Either he was in excruciating pain
in both packages. I think that was like pulling, like a little bit too much pulling on the heartstrings, in my opinion.
Carrie Ann followed through though, and she did give a 9, so their score was a 9, 10, 10.
Next up, Jordan Ezra's judge's choice was also Paso D.
I wrote legs with about 7 S's afterwards because her legs were good.
Looking good.
Nothing changed in terms of her body structure because she's obviously an Olympic gymnast, but there was something about her outfits or something. She was just so muscular, and I was just so impacted by her back strength and her leg strength and everything. I think this was her best dance that she's done in the season so far.
I enjoyed it, and the music was really fun. However, that music was a cha-cha, and I think it was a little distracting for me.
Thank you.
I did not get into the like Paso energy.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's why her dress play was so effective, almost like compensating for a little bit. But great energy. Ezra looked really masculine, which I'm always a big fan.
Can I ask you guys a question? I thought she was super hyper in the beginning. Do you think that was because it was a cha-cha and not a paso?
Carrie Ann called that out too, that it wasn't congruous. And I agree. I just think that when you can't actually get into the spirit of the dance when you're playing completely different song. That's like if you told me to do a cha-cha but you're playing rumba music, I can't get to the energy I need because it's not hype. Or if you're playing a cha-cha and I'm supposed to be dancing a rumba, like my energy is gonna be way off because it's not the right vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that the producers need to have a really big reality check on the music.
The producers must not be dancers because as all of us who compete, the music is essential to how you're going to put your package onto the floor and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a really good point too. So, similar to Robert, Carrie Ann stuck to her guns on that one and they got a 9, 10, 10.
It was more of a 9 for me personally.
Yeah, me too.
I agree.
So that finished up the judge's choice. And up next, we had the instant challenge where they had secretly picked what their dance was going to be. And then they learned their song then and there. And then they immediately had to change and go out there. I feel like if we were out there, we would have tried for more of a lead follow instead of, hey, let's memorize 4 dances just in case we get them and have to dance it. Like, I actually feel like this would have been a moment to be like, wow, they actually learned how to A, lead, or B, follow. But not my show, not my thing. Alex and Belle were up first and they did a cha-cha. I wasn't really sure that she actually knew the timing. I also didn't see any basics in there, which I would have liked. But she looked really confident, which was nice.
I agree. So it just didn't have enough cha-cha action for me.
Yeah.
It didn't have enough
basic,
enough lockstep, like you were saying, and everything. So it looked good. Their ending dip had some technical difficulty, so it was late. So it was fine, but it wasn't like it didn't scream cha-cha to me or anything.
But they did get friends. So, and that's like a theme for this. Dylan and Daniela were up next. They had a foxtrot. I thought his frame looked really nice.
His frame was so much better. So that was exciting to see. I thought the choreo for Daniela, for her caliber, was a little boring.
which
But
is fine.
it is fine, but it hit the music very nicely,
Yeah.
and it was a good
She hit the
presentation.
moments like she needed to.
It
Really
got
cool.
all the judges standing, so not only is just Bruno standing, all of them, and I'm like, "What are we doing?" They're all just, like, awkwardly hovering and looking over each other, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But you know what, though? You don't get credit for trying things that you don't do well. I think that Daniela was smart because what he demonstrated was that he had command over frame. I felt like I saw a spinal connection and he was moving inside the frame. And
Yeah.
it was the first time that I thought I ever saw him roll through his foot. Like I
Yes.
thought he rolled through his foot. I've never seen him do that. And you even said
called it
Carolyn,
out.
you've toe leads before. Yeah. So that's what I appreciated about it. And I think maybe that's what the judges were looking at, like, oh my gosh, ballroom dance.
A lot of
Imagine
improvement.
I
that.
think so. It was solid. He did a great job. That was a deserved straight tens.
Yeah. Happy
For
with
the
it.
for the
what it
instances,
was. Yeah.
for sure.
Up next, Elaine and Alan danced a quick step. What'd you
Yes.
think?
She looked gorgeous in that gold dress with the tan suit. The choreo looked challenging,
Because
and then
quick
therefore
step is not a lead follow dance
it's
when you're dancing
not.
open quick step.
I get it, but as a result, it looked hard and it
Yeah.
didn't look effortless. So they, as much as I commend them for trying something that could have technically been more challenging than the other Insta dances, it looked hard.
Yeah. I love that in her package, she's the only one that said, I think it's a good idea. I'm just going to like let Alan lead and I'm just going to follow. And I'm like, yeah, that's literally what you're supposed to do.
She's so intelligent, though.
Yeah.
Elaine gets it. Out of everything, she understands her strengths, her weaknesses, what this is about, and I love that for her.
And per always, she like had fun in her face. She was always selling it up
smiled.
here. Yeah. So they got straight nines, which was surprising. We'll get there. And up next, Robert and Whitney danced to cha cha. At least the song was a cha cha.
Okay. I don't actually have anything nice to say about this performance. This bothered me.
Yeah, this
I'm
one
just gonna
really
say
got
it.
under our
do
skin.
tell. Okay.
This one got under my skin. I literally I was like, "Oh, buddy."
Yeah.
That's all I could think. So he really messed up his cha-cha several weeks ago, and so when they do it, you could tell they were nervous.
Yeah.
And there were just things that I was hoping they would have improved or tried to address or show, and I didn't see it. 85% of the time, maybe he was on time, but he still struggles with his breaks on 2 and all that
Like,
kind of
how
stuff.
can you? That is beginner. That's
Essential.
newcomer. When you're judging a newcomer competition, you're looking, are they on time?
But
So for him to admit
yes.
that he like still doesn't understand the timing of things and that he just goes with the music is a little concerning.
The worst part, though, is when Whitney was doing continuous like inside spins and he's just following. He literally just walked. There was no human action. There was no attempt at making some type of rhythmical, time stamp or whatever. Just walked, tripped, messed up his New Yorker. It looked so bad, laughed, broke character because he knew he made a mistake or whatever, then continued on. All of that, he got straight tens for all of
Which
this.
is alarming. Like
Favoritism.
before they even said the scores, I literally said out loud to the group, if that's not straight nines, it's favoritism.
It was just disappointing that this was their second to last dance.
Yeah.
And I was like, anyway.
Wait, I want to ask you one thing. Think about when you don't know your choreography, right? What do? You default back into all your bad habits.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys who had no
You take your shirt off.
Yeah, you take your shirt off. No, he had no dance experience. I remember when he first started dancing, we saw a lot of pigeon toes. We had that weird head and hunched over. And it almost looked like when he first started dancing again. He should have gotten tens.
He should not have gotten tens.
Especially after Elaine got straight nines. You cannot tell me that his performance was any better than hers.
No.
Exactly.
It wasn't.
It was his score for that product is what made me irritated. If he got a low score, I'd have been like, yeah, that makes sense. And I wouldn't be so
worked up about
visceral about it.
Don't get worked up. He was overscored. We agree. Okay, next up.
Jordan danced a tango.
Yes.
However, the song was a cha-cha.
Music was bad. Good picture lines, good, lunges, all that stuff too. Full disclosure, I zoned out and came back in and I was like, oh. Just so I wasn't captivated by it.
In case you missed it, they got a straight 10.
I did see that. So I was like, okay. So I don't really have anything to say.
Don't worry, we have a whole third round to get through. Let's go. So up next, we had the freestyle where they can dance whatever style, whatever they want. It can be a blend. They blend music. So it was so fun. You really get to see the creativity of choreography. Up first, we had Alex and Val. What'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the energy that I wanted Alex to give the entire episode and honestly last episode as well. Because I was really like my momentum and my really enjoying their partnership and what
Yeah.
they're performing. This is what I wanted to see. So I thought this was the perfect conclusion for her dance
Yeah.
journey. Love the energy. It had great content, great performance. She was sexy.
Yep.
The backup dancers, I really enjoyed it.
It was so entertaining.
So
And it was
entertaining.
like very Pussycat Dolls. It was on point. And I loved it.
Yeah.
And they got straight 10s from the judges, so
Loved
they
it.
agreed.
Very happy for them.
You know what I loved? I loved that they didn't do a jazz or a lyrical or a contemporary because they could have, because that's what she's got experience in. But they actually really paid homage to ballroom. I saw paso, I saw tango, I saw cha-cha, I saw
Yeah.
Argentine tango, I saw rumba.
Yes.
I thought that was smart.
Yeah, tight turns, pivots, all that stuff.
Mhm.
She did it.
Okay.
Dylan and Daniela were up next. They did a very stunning, emotional dance. Really great music
Yeah.
choice. And the water play at the end
We
was
love it.
so
We love the water play.
creative. I just think that Daniela always creates a performance that is so memorable and emotional. And I was very impressed. I thought it was stunning.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful, emotional, strong. I agree. All the things.
Okay, I
about
have a
you?
little soapbox. I think Dylan embodies what the show should be about.
Yeah.
He had no dance experience. He learned to dance. And the best part is that he fell in love with the process. And all of us who dance
And fully
like,
committed to it. Yeah.
know that feeling. It's why
Mhm.
we dance. And
Yeah.
I swear, if they had more people like that, I think that dancers, people who dance, would watch it more.
Yeah.
You know?
I also think it was a unique experience, though. Like, we've seen Daniela take people that should do really poorly and probably would do poorly with any other professional, and she trains them up and does such a good job. She creates magic. And you're exactly right. He's a perfect example of somebody that could have been on the show, but if he was paired with somebody like Britt, he would not have had the same journey.
No.
It would have been
Right.
very short-lived.
Yeah,
And so it's like,
Right.
it's very unique to Daniela until they find more talent that's able to do that like she can, that has the experience of years of teaching. We're never gonna see it.
This
But I
season
agree.
just solidified my obsession with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
always.
Like, it just keeps, just when I think I can't love her more, I
Yeah.
do. So, they got straight 10s.
Yep.
Well deserved.
Well
Good
deserved.
ending for their journey as well.
In between here, we had the
Joey,
reigning
yes.
stars. We were so excited to see them again. Joey and Jenna came back, and all I said was Jenna.
It was a great tango. I forgot how good he was at smooth dances.
Yeah.
It was very refreshing to see, okay, this is
a
what he won
tango.
last season.
And I think they would have gotten straight 10s if they got judged because that was so
I
good.
agree.
All right. Up next, what for their freestyle was Elaine and Alan. What'd you think?
I liked the storytelling. I liked that it was the homage to Chorus Line, which I love.
They
Chorus
did.
Line.
They had such a unique take on it too.
Yes.
Nobody else
Yes.
played into creating a story as well, which was a lot of cute moments, but honestly not as much dancing.
It didn't have as much dancing, but it still incorporated some aspects of ballroom. So it wasn't a straight up contemporary jazz, yada yada. They had some V-Waltz content in there. I like that Andy was pulled in. I like that Lisa was pulled in. So they have these really cute
Yeah.
character moments and everything. I enjoyed it. It just made me smile. Made me feel good.
Yeah. Antoinette, what do you
Does it-
think?
Does it bug you that they keep making a big deal about her age? She's only 54.
At this point,
That is
I-
not
think
that
they
old.
took an okay break away from it, and I do think it's a big deal that if she won, she would have been the oldest winner. So I thought it was appropriate. at
they
this
could have
point.
said
Yeah.
that comment, but there was still, I think, other things regarding it. And it was like, we get it. She's 54. We
Well,
get it.
she's
54,
also
we get
making
she's
it a
54.
big deal. Like it's
Also-
one thing
She's-
if other people are making it a big deal, but she keeps saying it. So it's like, okay, we could have gone without it, but like if you're
That's
so proud
true.
of yourself for this, like, okay, pop off, queen.
Didn't Meloria, the actress that played Jan from The Office, didn't she make the final? And she's in her 50s too.
Yeah, she's in her 50s.
I'm gonna fact
Yeah.
check that. I don't remember if she made
Yeah,
the final or if
fact
she was
check it.
like top 4 back when top 4 didn't equal
Yeah.
a final.
I just think
Maybe.
about some of the people that I dance against in Senior 3. You know, the Lynches come to mind immediately. And then Senior 4, Allison Gonzalez and David Getchell were like top 3 in the world in standard. I mean,
What about our
people can
favorite
dance
Latin?
into old. Yeah.
What about the favorite Latin couple?
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Yeah.
Tatiana. Like,
How
they're
old
in
is
their,
Tatiana?
She's
I don't
senior
know.
3.
She's like 40 something. I think
Oh,
she and
well, when
Anatoly
she
are like
gets to
40.
be
But
55,
still.
put her on the show because she
Yeah.
and Daniela would be like,
No, but look, there's tons of people dancing into that. I mean, that's what's so beautiful about dance. Anyway, that bugs me as a senior age dancer. That bugs me because it's not that
Heard.
big a deal.
Understood. Well, they got straight 10s, so it was good.
Up next, Robert and Whitney dance. What do you think?
Great tricks. Whitney at one point was a literal jump rope where two people took her and her non-existent skeleton allowed her to do it so that they could hop and play. So that was insane, but expected for her too. Fun performance, but out of all of the freestyles, my least favorite.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it was a fun way to end. Very high energy, matched him. Their straight sparkle outfits were my favorite. We could both steal those outfits.
His outfits are really good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, they're really good. So they also got straight 10s.
Yes.
I'm sensing a theme with these freestyles.
Because there's only one left. All right, last up was Jordan and Ezra. So glad they saved it for last. I thought it was sick. I love that they did a hip hop routine. It was a chance to really focus on Jordan. And even though they didn't really dance together, I was okay with it. I think the point of a freestyle is to focus on the growth in the person. And I was sort of okay that meant focusing on Jordan and Ezra wasn't a part of it so much. Whether or not that was because Ezra is unable to dance hip hop is questionable.
I feel like Ezra can dance hip hop.
Yeah, that was a question in my mind.
Yeah, maybe not to the level that everyone else in her accompaniment could do.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with you. It reminded me of a very high energy BMA performance.
Yeah.
So like, they're there, it's, filmed live and everything. But that was my only critique, actually. The opposite was I wish they danced more together.
Antoinette,
what'd
you think?
Hey, I was disappointed in her because I felt like I wanted to see growth. And that's every floor routine she's ever done. And if you follow her, that's what she's known for. That's what she does in her college floor routines, not in her Olympic floor routines. But anybody who follows gymnastics knows that's what she does. And that's what gets the hype at UCLA. So for me,
I would know that.
I really wish that I had seen her attempt something, maybe that not fall back on what she already knew. I mean, there's no question. That's why she's such a great floor routine technician.
Correct. Yeah.
But I would have liked to see something else. Yeah.
I don't think there's any other place. I don't feel like there's any other place where it's appropriate, where it would have been appropriate to insert hip hop, and you do
no, I agree.
People's strengths, and so like. And because they went last and like you don't get as much voting time, like you've pretty much made your decision. We've seen her grow throughout the whole thing, and we've seen 2 other dances from her tonight. And so I was okay with it. Like I agree with what you're saying, but I more appreciated the moment that they created in the memory, and they brought in some other dancer. I'm not remembering her name right now.
Leg said like Mona, I think.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I appreciated the moment that they created, so I agree with you, but also.
One thing for all of them, which they all took advantage of this to the full potential, or maybe they were required to do it. What are your thoughts on the actual use of backup dancers? Was this too much? We had a friend Hannah, commented, and she said she wishes there was a rule about freestyle where you couldn't use
I agree.
Because they went full on production with them, which I like it too.
Yeah, that's what this is about. It's like this should be the peak. It is a full on production, and sometimes you need those extra people to create that moment and to give them time to do some of the very unique things you couldn't really do just with 2 people.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I was just curious. Just throwing that into the world for those who like to contemplate.
A long time ago when you were still in diapers, the freestyles used to be that it was still partner dancing and they had 45 seconds of solo. And that's what that was, the freestyle was. So this to me has gone completely no rules whatsoever, nothing. It's just whatever.
Literally no rules. Yeah.
So I would like a few more maybe regulations so that we're comparing apples to apples, because these were completely different. Different. It's hard to judge those without any sort of criteria that you have to meet. To me, that's what I think.
With that being said, then it's fair because they all used the troupe equally. Everyone had a full-on cast.
And everybody got straight 10s.
So it doesn't really matter.
So we just sit back and we enjoy it. And I did enjoy it.
So before we get to the results, any wardrobe?
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Yes. It's sparkly black suit.
The black suit. Okay.
Yes, yes. And then I really liked
wait. Which I don't remember. What you mean in his first dance or his second dance?
His first dance.
His
He had a
first
black.
dance.
I think it was because he did cha-cha
Oh,
for a second.
yeah. Okay.
Sparkly black suit, and then Ezra's tango outfit.
Oh.
Again, shimmery black.
Okay, yeah, you do like
Okay.
that.
If I was about 40 pounds lighter, I'd like to say I could pull off his hip hop like mesh crop top look, but we don't need to see that right now.
We had somebody ask us a question recently that they would like us to answer on the podcast. If you were on the show, who would you want to be paired with?
That's a great question, and my answer is Daniella.
I'd want
Yeah.
to be paired with Daniella.
But you can't choose
but
that.
but I can't choose that.
I mean, you
because-
could, but you're not. I'm
You
not gonna-
could because what's her name? JoJo was
JoJo
paired
did.
with Jenna.
I'm not
But
letting
I don't
her.
want to learn
I'm
how
not,
to lead.
I'm not letting her.
Yeah.
I want you to two songs.
Yeah. Okay. In this season.
This season.
Yeah. So definitely Mark Ballas, but I feel like I should highly consider Pasha because even though I don't think highly of him as a pro, I don't know if they've ever given him somebody that like he's had a real chance with. Plus, I feel like I could learn a lot from Daniela, and I know that they work closely together. I don't know though. I wouldn't want to risk it. I would just
Yeah.
go straight with Mark.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
about you?
I think I would pick Alan, believe it or not, because
Really? I could totally
I could see
that.
I like and I'll tell you why. We were just at Ohio Star Ball, and his brother and sister-in-law were there, and they're phenomenal rhythm dancers, and I'm kind of a fangirl. So I like the Burstons, and
Yeah,
I think that that would be my avenue to meet them.
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
Alan. Maybe I
You
could go to
were
dinner with
really-
the family, you know.
Yeah.
Dancing aside, you really have to consider personality because so much of this competition is about who are you clicking
Chemistry.
with and what's the vibe. And if
Well.
if it's off, it's not going to go well. And so I feel like you do have to take into account personality.
I
You could get
Daniela-
along with anybody.
I get along with anybody. I think Daniela can vibe with a brick wall if she
Yeah.
had to. But if we're going truly on matching energy, I think I would actually do really well with Riley or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I would
I would
I
agree.
think we would actually be a good
Yeah.
pairing for
Yeah,
that one.
I agree actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get somebody
Yeah.
else for me?
No.
For
I think those are good
you, hang
examples.
on. Let me think. I would pick Val for you because I think you need somebody that's going to keep you in line.
You like to be yelled at and dictated and told what to do. I think he would do really well for you and you'd match
Yeah.
very well. I think you would do pretty well with any of them except for Brandon.
I don't know. I've seen the videos with his wife.
Yeah.
Like, I think that I could also talk to a brick wall.
Jan would be a good partner for you. What'd
Who?
you say? What? Jan.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. That's the best one.
Are you kidding? I would be.
You would be angry. You'd be angry.
I would quit the show. I'd be like, absolutely not. I know more than this man. No.
You
No.
would get so
No.
famous though for the things you'd
That's
say
funny.
though. And he would like TikTok about you and how horrible and mean you are. And it'd be so funny. And then you get famous and you wouldn't have to work anymore. Because you'd be
Known as that.
that.
No, knowing.
This
knowing
is
the
raw.
show-
No edits. Careful. Remember,
Oh,
raw.
that's right.
No
Sorry.
edits. Beep.
So, results.
All
Are
right.
you ready for it?
In 5th place.
Elaine. In 4th place.
Dylan. Also sad.
Sad. Also sad.
I'm glad you-
In
3rd place.
4th.
Morning. So now we have final two. We have Alex and Val and Robert and Whitney.
Which is exactly how
How
we
it
wanted
should
the
have been.
top two to go. It could have been a toss up. I was going to be okay with either one.
And the winner is Robert. My heart a little sad, but
I
it's
could
fine.
have gone either way. I do think that some of the beginning hype about him was a favoritism arch throughout the whole season. He was great from the beginning and he's so fun and nice and America's sweetheart and easy to watch. But I think Alex had a better curve to her journey and we really saw her get a lot better.
Agreed. I just wish his last episode wasn't on the disappointing side for me. His cha-cha was weak. His first dance just
And he was
didn't super do it.
injured.
And all these things too. So given his overall season, it's well deserved. It was just kind of like a womp womp ending for him. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be okay with it. I slept fine at night. No,
Yeah.
you fine. Okay, I didn't lose a wink of sleep over it.
Antoinette, what are your final thoughts?
I was happy that Robert won. I was not happy in the order. I really thought Jordan should have been number 5. I had Elaine in 4 and Dylan in 3.
Yeah.
But when you look at the whole season and you think about it, to me, this is really what Dancing with the Stars should be and what it used to be. Back in the day when it first started 20 years ago, they didn't bring people with dance experience into the fold. Look at last season, Joey won. He had 0 dance experience and Jenna literally taught him how to dance from scratch and he won. This season, exact same story with Dylan and Robert. Week after week, we watched them transform and the audience responded because that's the magic of this show.
It's magic, agreed.
On the flip side, we had Ilaria, we had Whitney, and they came in basically practically professional. They were sent home despite earning top scores, right? That tells the same story, but from a different angle. Yeah. And it makes me realize viewers, especially people who don't know dance, they're not tuning in to see ballroom perfection. They're watching because if somebody with no dance background, no dance experience can show up, work hard, get better every week, and end up doing something they never thought possible, then maybe they can do it too. Hope and optimism, that's what keeps people invested in the show. I don't think it's necessarily about crowning the best dancer, but it's about the journey. And Carolyn said that, early in the season, like the journey is really important to, I think, most people in the audience. Yeah.
And for that, Robert is very deserving of this too.
Yeah.
That's why viral dances are a thing. People see this. That's why they attempt things. The beginning of the season, just doing samba whisks, that was like a trend that people would do. And they'd be like, oh, you can do that cool thing that they do with their hips. And we're like, yeah, that's a basic bronze move. So it's just really funny how people react and what they take with it. But it was a fun season, and I loved it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us again this season. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and thanks to all the listeners for listening. Dancing with the Stars isn't over for the year, though. The first time ever there will be a Dancing with the Stars holiday program. And so we're on the fence about whether or not we're going to recap that and dish on it. We have to watch it first. So
we'll watch
leave a comment if you want us. If you want the Duff couple to recap it for you, leave a comment and maybe we'll think about it. But
recap the pros.
Yeah. So on that note, anything else left to say?
Goodness, I don't think so. I've let it out.
This is the Dancing Housewife,
Carolyn Cline,
and Ross Hill,
signing off. And as always, happy dancing! Yeah. But I think, for me, this finale, Robert winning, Joey winning last year, Dylan.
We didn't say that yet.
Oh.
We didn't say that.
You can cut that part out. No.
Andy was dancing, and I thought that they put blackface on his chest, because they painted him brown, and then we realized that they put fake hair on it, which was almost worse. He was pulling off tufts of hair and putting it on Alfonso.
We didn't need that.
I did not need that at any point. I could have passed.
That was weird.